This is an elegant example of using factorization. If x plus square root of 2y equals square root of 3, y plus square root of 2x equals square root of 3, and x is not equal to y, what is the value of 1 over square root of x plus 1 over square root of y? Note there's an implicit assumption here that both x and y are greater than 0, since we are not dealing with complex numbers here. In order to solve this problem, we need the following 3 pieces of information. First, 1 over square root of x plus 1 over square root of y equals square root of y plus square root of x divided by square root of x times y. So, if we can find the values of the denominator and the numerator separately, we'll be able to solve this. And to achieve that, we need the following 2 equations. X plus y equals square root of x plus square root of y together squared minus 2 times square root of xy. And x minus y equals square root of x plus square root of y together multiplied by square root of x minus square root of y together. Now we're ready. Step 1. We subtract y plus square root of 2x from x plus square root of 2y, which equals 0. Next, we factor out square root of 2 and get x minus y minus square root of 2 times square root of x minus square root of y in parentheses equal to 0. In equation 3, we replace x minus y with the product of square root of x plus square root of y in parentheses and the square root of x minus square root of y in parentheses. As we can see now, there is a common factor in equation 3, which is square root of x minus square root of y. After factoring out this common factor, we get equation 4. Since x is not equal to y, square root of x minus square root of y does not equal 0. That leaves us with square root of x plus square root of y minus square root of 2 equal to 0, which means square root of x plus square root of y equals square root of 2. Now that we have found out the value of the numerator, let's work on the denominator. We'll first sum x plus square root of 2y and y plus square root of 2x, which equals 2 square root of 3. In equation 2, we'll factor out square root of 2. In equation 3, we will replace x plus y with the sum of square root of x and square root of y squared minus 2 square root of xy. Since we have already found out square root of x plus square root of y equals square root of 2 from step 1, we will substitute square root of 2 for square root of x plus square root of y everywhere and get equation 4. After rearranging items, we will find out square root of xy equals 2 minus square root of 3, and that is the denominator. All that is left to do is to plug in the corresponding values for the numerator and the denominator we get square root of 2 divided by 2 minus square root of 3. We'll multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 2 plus square root of 3. After simplification, we'll get the final answer, 2 square root of 2 plus square root of 6. Have you had enough of square roots? Let's call it a day. If you enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, and comment. Now go enjoy life.